All right, good afternoon and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Chiefs Baseball here on Chiefs TV. There's already one away here in the top of the first. Caden Prestige has hit one well to center. It's off the center field wall. The senior Prestige will round second. He will head to third. Caden Prestige will have a one-out triple for the Chiefs here in the top of the first. Apologize for getting a little late start here, but had some travel, had to get in today, coming over from the North Regional Golf Tournament. And then the St. Joe campus has had some power outages, so we're happy to be bringing you baseball this afternoon. Christian Doty flew out to center to start things off, so there's a runner at third with one away for Cole Prosek, the number 2 man in the country in home runs, number 3 in RBIs, or excuse me, number 2 as well in RBIs. And first pitch to Prosek is down low for a ball. And that is how things will start here this afternoon from Madison. Your Chiefs taking on the Madison St. Joe Bruins, game 1 of this 3-game conference series. Breaking ball just a bit up, and it's 2-0 to Prosek. We'll get you the Chiefs lineup and information as quickly as we can. Here's the 2-0 all-speed pitch. Cole offered at it, not sure if it was on the swing or on the pitch, but nonetheless the count is 2-1 here to Cole Prosek. And that hits him, and runners will be at the corners for Quincy Pratt, who has started coming alive here as of late. Pratt will hit with one away and runners at the corners. Appreciate everyone joining us here this afternoon as the Chiefs fell down 4-0 last night. Excuse me, to Riverfield in the top of the first and battled all the way back to win that one 12-4 over a really good Riverfield team who will have an opportunity to have a lot of success in Class 3A. On the wild pitch, Prosek is able to advance to second. The pitch was called a ball. Quincy did not offer. So it's a 1-0 count here to the junior Pratt. This one's outside, and it's 2-0. Quincy with a home run last night to dead center field. That was his third of the year. And hit well. Here's the 2-0. Something soft and up, and Quincy swings right through it, and the count's now 2-1. On the mound today for the Bruins is John Dean D'Antonio. John Dean D'Antonio. He tosses in a breaking ball to Pratt, and he fouls it off, so the count's 2-2. Pratt looking for an easy RBI opportunity here if he can just put something in play. So here comes D'Antonio's 2-2 pitch after a couple of shakes. Now the wind up. Another breaking ball. It's bouncer to third. They'll come home to try to get Prestige. Tag is applied, and Prestige is retired 5-2 on the putout for the second out of the inning. Runners will be at the corners now for Brand Overstreet. Overstreet a few nice innings of work on the mound last night. A couple of good swings in the box, so the junior starting to find himself here in the month of April as we inch ever so closer to the start of the MAIS postseason, which will begin 2 weeks from today. There's still one more week of conference play left to go, and that, of course, will be with Jackson Academy beginning next Tuesday. Fastball in the outside corner called a strike. Wind blowing from right to left, 320 down the left field line, 350 in both gaps. And 370 to dead center. Overstreet takes a breaking ball up. He will see it move to 1-1. And Antonio finally gets one he wants, and here comes that 1-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball. It's hit off the end of the bat, but it could be a tough play for the shortstop. He will throw on the hop. Not in time, and Overstreet has an infield single and an RBI, and the Chiefs will jump out in front 1-0 here in this contest. And Jack Price will stroll to the plate now with 2 away. Price hit a couple of balls hard last evening and will be hanging out in right field when the Chiefs head out for defensive purposes in the bottom of the first. And it's in there for a strike, 0-1. So Antonio sets, working out of the stretch. 0-1 pitch to Price. Another breaking ball. Swung on, missed. 0-2. It's a slow 12-6. And the Chiefs will have to make the adjustment. He ran Doty out of bat for the first out. He ran Overstreet out of bat just a moment ago, but Brand did beat out the infield single. We will see how the Chiefs adjust as we move through this one. Here's the 0-2. Slowed him up to speed him up, and Price is down on strikes, and now we'll do it for the Chiefs in the top of the first. They do plate 1 run on a couple of hits and leave 2 on, and after a half inning, Magnolia Heights 1, Madison St. Joe nothing. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the first inning, Bradley Carroll on the mound, drawing his 3rd consecutive Game 1 start in conference play. The right-handed junior has been superb as of late and will look to continue that here this afternoon. Left to right in the outfield, as it has been every time Carroll has taken the mound. Drumheller, Prestige, and Price. 3rd to first on the infield, Prosick, Doty, Miller, and Overstreet. And Quincy Pratt will round out the battery for the Chiefs here this afternoon. Had to flip varsity and junior varsity because there were some power issues on campus overnight. Someone hit a transformer or hit a power pole and the transformer blew. There was concern they would not be able to get the power restored, so we wanted to get the varsity game in. But about 2.5, 3 hours ago, power was restored, but the Chiefs had already started the journey to Madison, so we kept it with varsity first. Junior varsity will follow. We'll have that game for you here on Chief TV. And here is Parker McKenzie, one of the leaders of this ball club for the Bruins. He swings at a first pitch fastball and can't quite catch up to that one, 0-1. Now the fastball misses down low, ball one. Carroll on the wind up. Comes with another fastball, called a strike, 1-2. Just misses. The count now 2-2. We have a tight shot for you, but it's just with the netting here today, just going to be pretty much impossible to consistently get a clean view. And McKenzie gets a clean view of that fastball in the outside corner, called a strike. And there's one away here in the top of the first. Bradley Carroll retires McKenzie with a strikeout looking. Two weeks ago, Carroll faced one over the minimum at Pillow and was just as good last week against the Bayou Colts in what ended up being another run rule victory for the Chiefs. And here's Chad Davidson. He is the first baseman this afternoon. Wears number 8 and takes an all-speed pitch down low, and our count is 1-1. Breaking ball, strike called. Good get me over there from Carroll. And is now ahead to Davidson. Yanks a fastball just a bit, down and away. Ball 2. Breaking ball hits him, and it'll be a one-out base runner for the Bruins. So Ian Graves, the second baseman, will come on with one out and one on. And that one just misses. Here's a bouncer to short. Doty to Miller. To Overstreet. 6-4-3 twin killing. And that is how things will end in the bottom of the first. The Chiefs work around a one-out hit by pitch, and we'll take a 1-0 lead to the top of the second inning. We'll be right back with more Chiefs baseball.
Go Chiefs.
Looking for a contractor you can trust? Since 1986, TDL Contractors has been serving the Mid-South with excellence. With nearly 4 decades of experience, TDL specializes in commercial, industrial, healthcare, educational, and agricultural construction, from ground-up projects to renovations. Backed by unlimited licenses in Mississippi, Tennessee, and Arkansas, TDL is committed to one core belief: there's no substitute for quality. Call Benjamin Hamilton at 662-893-3000 or visit tdlcontractors.com today. That's TDL Contractors, no substitute for quality.
When plumbing problems strike, trust the experts at Vintage Plumbing Company, LLC. For over 20 years, Vintage Plumbing has offered quality, reliable service across Tate and DeSoto County. Whether it's a small leak or a big repair, their licensed team is ready to serve you. Call Chris Burnside today at 901-848-7562. And remember their slogan, don't sleep with a leak. Vintage Plumbing Company, proud supporter of your Magnolia Heights Chiefs.
5-Star Equipment and Auction is the fastest growing full-time, full-service auction and equipment dealer in the Southeast. In business since 1988, 5-Star prides itself on getting you top dollar for your used equipment. With a permanent auction lot, we have the space and facility you need for heavy loading and storage. Lifts and loading docks are ready to maximize efficiency. 5-Star Equipment and Auction has what you need between quarterly auctions, retailing dozers, skid steers, excavators, tractors, and more daily. With experience in heavy machinery, 5-Star can handle the logistics of getting equipment hauled safely and quickly. Whether you're in the market to replace or upgrade or interested in sellouts and liquidations, 5-Star has the experience and expertise.
All right, welcome back. Top of the second inning, Carter Drumheller will be the first Chief to get his swings off here in the top of the second inning. It's a game in which the Chiefs are a lead 1-0, and the junior Drumheller shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball. Here's the 1-0. Carter wanted to pull the trigger, unable to do so, takes a strike, 1-1. Antonio kicks and delivers that slow breaker. This one misses down, 2-1. Drumheller, a couple of big knocks last night, saw his average creep back up after a multi-hit game last evening. And takes that one up, 3-1. Drumheller's been good with 2 outs. Average had dipped the last couple of weeks. So Carter was searching for that multi-hit night. Got it. And bring that confidence into the remainder of this regular season. 3-1 pitch outside. Leadoff walk here in the top of the second. Dane Treadway coming to the plate for the first time this afternoon. Treadway having to fill in for Leland Weldon, who's battling a little bit of a back injury. Dane has filled in very nicely. He, too, with a couple of hits last night. A couple of hits last week as well when he entered the baseball game. Once that injury became too much for Weldon to overcome. Expect Leland back by no later than next week. If he continues to progress, fastball called a strike, 0-1. Wind now blowing out more to left. Treadway hits this one to right. Right fielder battling the sun. Ends up finding it at the very last minute and secures it for the first out here in the second. And Trey Miller.
Up to bat now, number 11, Trey Miller.
The 9-hole hitter, the second baseman. Really, as you've heard us talk about all year, second leadoff hitter type. He, too, starting to find his swing. Here as we get closer to late April and into early May, the most important time of the high school baseball season. Miller takes the ball outside. 1-0. Inside corner called a strike, and we're back even. That pitch misses up. Ball 2. So if you care about polls, Chiefs still are pretty much a consensus number 1 in the state of Mississippi across all polling, other than a couple of Twitter burners. And so it'll be number 1 Magnolia Heights against anywhere from 3 to 5 next week, Jackson Academy. Assuming you can get through this 3-game set unscathed, and also if the Raiders can win their series as well, it'll be a winner-take-all series next week for the conference championship. Miller fouls this one straight back, 2-2. got to get through this one and got to get through the doubleheader on Thursday first. Another weekend off for the Chiefs this coming weekend as of now. 2-2 pitch, and it's up, and the count now full to Miller. I guess the term would be reputable. Polling would be where the Chiefs are consensus number one. Here's the 3-2 to Miller. This one's hit well to right, but foul. The count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. To the senior Liberty signee. Antonio sets. Drumheller is going on the pitch, and it's ball 4. So there will be first and second here with 1 away for Doty.
Now to bat for the Chiefs, we have number 6, Christian Doty.
Doty hit it well to center his last time up. Came up just a little empty. And we'll try it here against D'Antonio for the second time. Breaking ball. Low. We're going to assume no signal from the umpire other than ball. Here comes that 1-0 to Christian. Bouncer through the left side. It'll get into left field. Drumheller will round third. He'll head for home. Throw will not be in time. It'll be 2-0 Magnolia Heights. Miller advances to third on the throw. Doty advances to second. So it's an RBI single for Christian Doty. Runners will be at second, third for Caden Prestige.
We have number 2, Caden Prestige.
Prestige doubled his first time up. Excuse me, their allergies still pretty big issue as we speak. Senior Prestige takes a fastball up, ball 1. Prestige with a homer last week. He has one of those to his credit. Doubles are creeping towards the double-digit mark. Here's the 1-0. And that one's down, 2-0. The best thing for Prestige to this on this streak he's been on has just been a lot of hard contact. Most of it middle of the way, which is where he is at his best. He and Trey Miller are really, really good middle of the way. And this is hit sharply down the right field line. It should plate both runs. It should be another double for Prestige. I think he missed first, rounding the bag as he lost his footing. We'll see if St. Joe appeals it. So it's at least a 2-out single for Prestige. We'll see if the Bruins appeal that at first. From where we sit, it was very close. And the field umpires continue to look over there. But it does not look like we will have an appeal. So it's a 2 RBI double for Prestige. So Prestige with a, I said he's already got a double to his credit. It's actually a triple. So a triple and a double in his first 2 at bats for Caden Prestige. Here's Cole Prosek hit by a pitch last time up. And he takes this one outside for a ball. We told you he's second in the country in home runs, second in the country in RBIs. That's 15 and 52. In case you were wondering, the RBIs should have gone up after last night, but do not have the box score. Mr. Griff Hill and I did not get our chance to have our normal pregame conversation, as I was rolling in just a little late. But nonetheless, it's 2-0 to Prosek, looking to do damage here. Bouncer out in front of the plate. D'Antonio only has one play. It is to first. And Cole Prosek is retired 1-3. Caden Prestige advances to third. And so there'll be a run at third for Quincy Pratt with 2 away.
Number 9, Quincy Pratt.
And that pitch misses up for a ball. 1-0. And it's down low, and Brad's ahead 2 balls and no strikes. And this one's hit to right. Right fielder fighting the sun. It's slicing away, and it falls in front. Just never really saw it off the bat. You could tell by the way he was tracking the baseball. So it's an RBI single for Pratt, and it's now a 5-0 advantage for Magnolia Heights here in the top of the second. Ford Lamar will handle the courtesy running duties for the catcher Pratt. And this one's fouled straight back, 0-1. That one's downstairs. We'll see things move even. Overstreet. Big home run last week. Also won the week before. His power numbers are starting to climb. Takes an all-speed pitch there in there for a called strike. 3 home runs on the year for Brand. I feel like he could get to 6, maybe even 8 before the year is over. He is currently 7-0 on the mound. Just unbelievable numbers for the junior. Runners going, bouncer up the middle, shortstop stayed home. Overstreet will hurry down the line, but cannot beat the throw. And that'll do it for the Chiefs in the top of the second. But they played 4 on 3 hits and will move to the bottom of the second with a 5-0 lead.
The law firm of Lamar and Hannaford, located in Senatobia, has been serving the legal needs of North Mississippi since 1958 and is proud to support Magnolia Heights football. Our attorneys have extensive experience in state and federal courts while representing both individuals and businesses. We always strive to provide professional and experienced representation while achieving quality results and excellent service. If you or your family need legal counsel, we invite you to visit our website at www.lamarhannaford.com or give us a call at 562-6537. Until then, we hope you enjoy football season in Mississippi. Go Chiefs!
Meet Jimmy Mundane. Jimmy wears the same outfit every day. Jimmy eats the same brown-bagged lunch every day.
All right, let's move things to the bottom of the second inning.
Up to bat is now number 19, Nick Glorioso.
And Nick Glorioso, the designated hitter, will lead things off. Designated hitter. And swing and a miss. Strike one. And that was down low. We're 1-1. Bradley Carroll hit a man with 1 out, but ended up getting the 6-4-3 double play in the bottom of the first. And that pitch misses outside. 2-1. Down and away. 3-1. And this one's fouled off. And we will see things move full. Foul straight back. We'll stay here. Final results are in from that North Regional Tournament. Chiefs Golf has advanced to next week's Division II for a class tournament. The Chiefs placed 4th this afternoon, this morning, and will get to play one more week. They looks like come in as the number 2 seed in that event. Still waiting on some Southern scores to come in, and this one catches Quincy Pratt on the, we'll just say, inner thigh, and they're going to give Pratt a chance to walk it off, and we'll do the same. So we'll be right back after a couple of words from our sponsors.
The law firm of Lamar and Hannaford, located in Senatobia, has been serving the legal needs of North Mississippi since 1958 and is proud to support Magnolia Heights football. Our attorneys have extensive experience in state and federal.
Yeah, all right, welcome back. Pratt ready to go. Behind the plate, 3-2 pitch coming, and it's ball 4. So Glorioso works a leadoff walk. Excuse me. And the pitcher, D'Antonio, will see Bradley Carroll for the first time with a runner on. The Chiefs will actually enter next week as the 3 seed. Lamar with a better score. Cathedral with a better score, and then right there with Jackson Prep. And this throw gets away, but it luckily bounces all the way back to Overstreet. Here comes the 0-1. Inside, it will move to 1-1 here after that ball called. And that one's downstairs, and it's 2-1. Carroll struggling to find it here in the second early on. Fouled off, and we're back even at 2-2. Strike 3 called, and there's the first down of the inning. So we did a little reverse announcer's jinx and helped Carroll get the first down up there. This will be Lamar, Cathedral, Magnolia Heights, Jackson Prep. How things will go 1 through 4 in that D2 tournament next week at Deerfield Country Club in Canton, not far from where we sit currently. Pitch is up for a ball. strike called there. One. Breaking ball fouled straight back. And we would be down a camera for the broadcast journalism class if I had left this camera where I had initially put it, because that one was destined for it. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Tap or foul. This one's fouled off, and we'll stay where we are at 1-2. Here's a bouncer to short. Doty to Miller to Overstreet, and the Chiefs in the second inning, just like they did the first, a 6-4-3 double play. And that will do it for the Bruins in their half of the second. 5-0 score. We'll move to the top of the third. It is the middle third of the Chiefs, bottom third of the Chiefs lineup due up when we come back. All right, Jack Price will lead off the top third for Magnolia Heights. And that one's down low, ball one. And Price fouls it off, and we are even at 1 ball and 1 strike. And this one's hit well into left center field. Center fielder had a beat on it the whole way, and range is over to collect it for the first out here in the third. So here's Carter Drumheller. He walked to start things off in the second. And he hits this one well into right center field. That should find some grass. Center fielder lays out but unable to get there. Drumheller will head to second and have a 1-out double. So here's Treadway, who went F9 his first time up.
Up to bat, lead number 27, Dane Treadway.
So Treadway looking to extend that Chiefs lead here. If he can find some grass in the outfield. And he does just that. This one's hit well to center. Drumheller had to freeze to see it down. Tough break there for Dane from a selfish standpoint, but he'll take the hit. And runners will be at the corners for Miller.
Up to bat, number 11, Trey.
Drumheller did exactly what you're supposed to do in that situation. So they'll be at the corner for the senior Miller. And that one's downstairs. 1-0. And this one's sky to right. Right fielder can't see it, but he finally secures it. He threw his hands up immediately like, I can't see this, but he ended up finding it. That fly ball will push the 6th run across for Magnolia Heights. It will be the second out. And Christian Doty in the top of the Chiefs order.
6, Christian Doty.
And we'll see what Doty can do his third time up. He laces this one foul down the left field line. 0-1. So just got word that there's some issues once again with our web host on WSN. So if you know anyone that might be looking for the game, tell them it's on Facebook or YouTube. So the web host seems to be down for the third time in as many weeks. We apologize for that. So here's the 1-1 to Doty. He's downstairs 2-1. Well, the umpire said 2-1. Myself and the scoreboard have it 1-1. So he could be off a pitch or we could be off a pitch. And so we're going to go with we are off a pitch because now he says it's 3-1. Is that one misses low? See what Doty can do in a +2 count here. Chiefs are on top 6-0, looking for more. Up and in, ball 4, and Caden Prestige will get another opportunity here in the third. He is hit in all 3 frames this afternoon, so is Doty.
Caden Prestige.
He's got a triple and a double in his first 2 plate appearances. And we'll see if the senior Prestige can add a third one here. And that fastball's downstairs for a ball. Here's the 1-0 from D'Antonio. And this one's hit well to right. Wind's pushing it, but not enough. Right fielder's under it, and Caden Prestige misses a 3-run homer by about 8 feet. Chiefs add another one and now lead this baseball game 6-0 as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Are pests invading your space in DeSoto, Tate, Tunica, or Pinella counties? Look no further. Burke Pest Control is here to help you reclaim your home from unwanted guests. We are committed to delivering top-notch pest control services tailored to meet your needs. Whether you're dealing with ants, roaches, termites, or any other pesky intruders, we have the right solutions to protect your property. Don't let pests disrupt your peace of mind. Call D today at 662-801-4842 for a consultation and let us handle your pest while you enjoy a clean, comfortable home once again.
At Mississippi Land Bank, we know every farming operation or agribusiness is different. From cattle to cotton, tractors to timber, feed to fertilizer. That's why when David Gibson was ready to expand his operation, he came to us. For more than 100 years, we've helped farmers like David purchase land, finance the equipment, and grow their business. We understood David's needs because we understand North Mississippi. Mississippi Land Bank. This is your place.
At Extreme Auto Sales, we're more than just a dealership. We're your community hub for vehicles, campers, boats, and portable buildings, all available for both adventure and everyday needs. As a locally owned family business, we pride ourselves on serving our neighbors, providing top-notch customer service coupled with unbeatable options. Whether you're searching for a reliable car,
All right. Bottom third, Magnolia Heights leading Madison St. Joe 6-0. Bradley Carroll back out on the mound. And this one's hit well into left field, but right at Drumheller, who actually has to get a little airborne to make that first out. And he is able to do just that. One up, one down. Here in the third. Hudson Rogers is now the Bruin at the plate. And he swings at a ball way out on his own. Bradley Carroll says thank you, and it's 0-1. Bouncer off the foot. 0-2. So reminder, JV game will follow. We had to flip because there was a power outage on campus due to a line being hit, or a pole being hit here in the Madison area. So there will be a JV game to follow at the conclusion of this one. 1-2 pitch. Hit well to right. Price read it bad off the bat. Thought it was going to go further than it did. And then everyone wasn't sure if he caught it, but there's a signal from the home plate umpire saying that he did. Ends up having to leave his feet to get the second out. Right field's tough right now with this sun. You can tell by the way both teams' right fielders have struggled with fly balls. And swing and a miss there. 0-1. Fastball strike two. Bradley Carroll one pitch away from a clean clean third. Strike three called, and that'll do it. He does just that, works a clean third, picks up another strikeout while doing just that, and we will move to the top of the fourth. Magnolia Heights is leading Madison St. Joe after three complete by a score of 6-0. Here's Cole Prosick leading off the fourth. Pitch misses up. Prosick 0 for 1 officially, after grounding out to the pitcher his last time up, reaching on a free 90 the first time. Called a strike, and we're even at 1-1. Here comes that 1-1 pitch, and it almost hits him. 2-1. And he got in on the hands. And it's a weakly hit pop-up to the shortstop, and there's one away here in the top of the fourth inning.
Coming up to the plate, number 9, Quincy Pratt.
So here's Quincy Pratt. Here's a bouncer to third, fielded on the short hop. The throw's a little high, but in time, and there's 2 up, 2 down here in the chief half of the fourth inning. Here's Brand Overstreet.
Now it's back number 23, Brandon Overstreet.
And the wind beginning to whip just a bit here at the ballpark. Big cut from Overstreet, gets a piece of the catcher, the umpire, and then the backstop net. 0-1. And it's downstairs. And we will see things move to a 1-1 count. And there's a strike call. 1-2. See if Dan Antonio goes to that slow breaker, tries to speed him up on the inner half. It is a fastball, and it's hit well into left center field, and Brand Overstreet provides the Chiefs with a 2-out base runner, and will get Jack Price to the plate.
Coming up to bat is number 15, Jack Price.
And that one almost hits Price. And there's ball 1. And that was down the dirt. Overstreet tried to get the good read and will have the stolen base, and the catcher's throw gets into center. Good throw. They have Brand there, but the stolen base and then the E2 will allow the junior first baseman to get all the way to third base. And that pitch was also called ball 2. So Price in a 2-0 count takes a fastball up for ball 3. See if Jack takes 2 here. He's taking 1 for sure. And it is strike 1. And it's upstairs. And they will be at the corner for Carter Drumheller, who has been good time after time after time.
Number 22, up to bat, Carter Drumheller.
When we were on the road a good bit back in March, I could tell you exactly how many 2-out RBIs Drumheller had. Since I haven't been able to be with you at home games, I know at one point it was 9. So at least 9 2-out RBIs for Carter Drumheller. There could be more to come here. This one's hit into shallow right field. Will it get down? It will not. And that'll do it for the Chiefs in the top of the 4th inning. They put a couple on, but they can't push anything across. And we will move to the bottom of the 4th in a 6-0 contest with your Chiefs on top. All right, ground ball to Cole Prosick is how the Bruins start the bottom of the 4th. 5-3 put out. And this pitch misses down 1-0. And Bradley Carroll down in the count here, 3-0. And a strike call there. This one's hit well to right. Price on his horse can't get there, but makes the wise decision, doesn't dive, keeps it in front of him. And there will be a 1-out base runner for the Bruins. Chiefs already turned 2 double plays here this afternoon. Would love to turn a 3rd here. And this one's hit to Miller. And they are within About a foot and a half of turning that third double play. L4 for the second out. For those of you that might be scoring with us at home. Here's Glorioso, who worked a walk in his first plate appearance. And is one pitch closer to doing the same the second time up as he takes ball one. That one's inside, ball two. And it's 3-0. In there for a called strike. This one's popped up. Will it stay in play? Overstreet runs out of room over by the Chiefs dugout. And the count is now 3-2. And here is the payoff pitch. And it's ball four. So there's a two-out base runner for the Bruins. They will actually have two now with runners at first and second. So here's the pitcher, John Dean Antonio. Fastball outside corner, strike one. This one's hit into left field, just inside the foul line, and it'll plate the first run for the Bruins. Ball gets, I thought it got in the tarp, but Drumheller kept it from doing just that. So Dean Antonio puts the Bruins on the scoreboard, and runners stand at second and third for Vaughn Harris, freshman. And that one hits him. So the bases will be loaded now with two away. And Coach Hunter Lacefield will take the slow Sunday stroll to the mound to have a conversation with the junior right-hander. No movement at this time in the Chief bullpen. But there is a baseball on the field that has been thrown to Trey Miller. So if you can read between the lines, that would let you know that Miller would probably be the first option out of the bullpen. And conversation over. And Bradley Carroll trying to get the fourth inning over as quickly as possible. And that one's downstairs. 1-0. And there's a strike called. We're even at 1-1. And here's a bouncer to third, and Prosek will go the short way and end the fourth inning. The Bruins do put up a run and make it a 6-1 affair as we move to the fifth. Chiefs coming to the plate. Dane Treadway, the designated hitter, will lead off. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsor.
Are pests invading your space in DeSoto, Tate, Tunica, or Panola counties? Look no further. Burke Pest Control is here to help you reclaim your home from unwanted guests. We are committed to delivering top-notch pest control services tailored to meet your needs. Whether you're dealing with ants, roaches, termites, or any other pesky intruders, we have the right solutions to protect your property. Don't let pests disrupt your peace of mind. Call Dee today at 662-801-4842 for a consultation and let us handle your pest while you enjoy a clean, comfortable home once again.
At Mississippi Land Bank, we know every farming operation or agribusiness is different. From cattle to cotton, tractors to timber, feed to fertilizer. That's why when David Gibson was ready to expand his operation, he came to us. For more than 100 years, we've helped farmers like David purchase land, finance the equipment, and grow their business. We understood David's needs because we understand North Mississippi. Mississippi Land Bank. This is your place.
At Extreme Auto Sales, we're more than just a dealership. We're your community hub for vehicles, campers, boats, and portable buildings, all available for both adventure and everyday needs. As a locally owned family business, we pride ourselves on serving our neighbors, providing top-notch customer service coupled with unbeatable options. Whether you're searching for a reliable car, planning a weekend retreat in a cozy camper, or looking to launch your boating adventures, we have just what you need to make your dreams a reality. Our family team is always here to help. Feel free to reach out via phone at 662-562-9000. If you're planning a visit, we're open and ready to welcome you at our convenient location, 502 North Fleet Drive. Experience the difference with Extreme Auto Sales and Portable Buildings, where your satisfaction is our priority and quality meets community. Visit us today.
At Mississippi Land Bank, we know every farming operation or agribusiness is different. From cattle to cotton, tractors to timber, feed to fertilizer. That's why when David Gibson was ready to expand his operation, he came to us. For more than 100 years, we've helped farmers like David purchase land, finance the equipment, and grow their business.
Number 27, Dane Treadway.
All right, Dane Treadway will lead off the chief half of the fifth inning. Treadway is 1 for 2 here in this baseball game. And that fastball is up 1-0. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Bruins. And this is Neil Boatler. Neil Boatler down on the count, 2 balls and no strikes to Dane Treadway. And Treadway taking all the way, takes a strike on the outside corner. Count 2-1. And there's ball 3. Treadway 1 pitch away from giving the Chiefs a leadoff base runner here in the 5th. And ball's downstairs and does just that. And Chris McMinn inching towards the home plate umpire to enter someone into this baseball game. That someone will be, excuse me, Jet Pratt. And Quincy Pratt heads down the line to go to the bullpen. So Pratt and Miller both getting loose for potential relief appearances. Trey Miller at the plate. Again, Jet Pratt now running at first. Gives Chris some options if he has to go to Trey. If he wants to bunt later, or he can ultimately re-enter Dane if he needs to. Here's a bouncer. It'll get through. No, it will not. Nice play by the second baseman. Thought that was going to get through for a single. Instead, a really nice play by the Bruins second baseman. Jet Pratt was able to advance to second, so it was just like a sacrifice bunt, but tip of the cap type play there. And here's Christian Doty. At home, that probably gets through. Our field plays a little bit faster than this one does here in Madison. So and pitches up ball one. Trey Miller retired 4-3 on the fielder's choice. Doty. Been a part of a couple double plays here this afternoon, looking for an RBI here. Pitch misses up. 2-0. And, plate expands just a little bit, and there's strike one. Doty not happy with that. Thought myself it was just a little bit outside, but nonetheless, 2-1. Same pitch, just about. Maybe a little bit down from where we sit. 3-1. And it's upstairs, ball four, so Doty draws a walk. And it's first and second for Caden Prestige, triple and double. Just missed a home run last time up by about 8 or so feet. Right fielder had me fooled. He didn't see it off the bat, but ended up finding it. Inside corner. Called a ball. Huge opposite field gap for Prestige, as they've got him played pull in center, straight up and left, or excuse me, and right. Left fielder shaded pull side just a bit as well. Pitches outside corner. Called a strike. 1-1. So here's the 1-1 to Prestige. It's upstairs, ball two. And balk is called, so Caden will get the chance to hit with runners at second and third. As he did, he rolled right through it. Wasn't sure if they would call it, but no pause is the call there. Everyone advances 90 feet, and they're at second, third for Caden Prestige, and a 2-1 count. Still going to play infield back here now. The first baseman comes charging in late. Pitches up. 3-1 after that balk call. Three-one pitch upstairs, ball 4, and Cole Prosick will hit with the bases loaded and 1 out. And we've got a timeout on the field. We will keep it here. Lady Chief Soccer over in Greenwood right now, taking on the Pillow Mustangs. They will be at home on Thursday, as will the Chiefs. Both teams playing these Bruins of Madison St. Joe. It's also Cow Patty Bingo Day on Thursday. So excited about that activity on campus. Final day to get your tickets in tomorrow, unless any of you can convince Coach Lacefield to delay it another day, because he will have to paint our board. See if we can't do that for you. This pitch is outside. 1-0. Rain chances have decreased for Thursday, which is good. Looks like it may be more of an early morning shower. And this one's hit well to right. It will get down. It will plate 1. Doty struggles rounding third. And Coach McMahon ends up deciding to hold Doty up. And it's an RBI single for Cole Prosick. Quincy Pratt will hit with the bases loaded. Baseball will start the doubleheader at 4. Soccer will start at 5. Cal's supposed to take the field at 5:30. Got Catfish on the hill, touch a truck. And this ball's touched to left center field. It's way back, but the center fielder catches it just short of the wall. Pratt put a charge in it, but not deep enough to be anything other than a sacrifice fly and extend the Magnolia Heights lead to a 7-run advantage.
Up to bat for the Chiefs, number 23, Brandon Overstreet.
Here's Overstreet. Thought that might have a chance off the bat, but the park is playing big, even though the wind's blowing out to left. Wind that you can hear now in the headset. Breaking ball, front door, strike 1. And doubles it up, strike 2. So Overstreet down the count. No balls and 2 strikes. See if he can push another one across for the Chiefs here. In the 5th, dirt ball allows both runners to advance 90 feet. Count 1 and 2. Overstreet can find some outfield grass. It'll be 2 additional runs most likely. And it's upstairs. And we're even 2 and 2. And this is a bouncer to short, fielded on the long hop by the shortstop. Throw is low but picked out by the first baseman, and that'll do it for the Chiefs in the 5th. They add another run. Excuse me, they're back on top by 7 as we move to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back.
At Extreme Auto Sales, we're more than just a dealership. We're your community hub for vehicles, campers, boats, and portable buildings, all available for both adventure and everyday needs. As a locally owned family business, we pride ourselves on serving our neighbors, providing top-notch customer service coupled with unbeatable options. Whether you're searching for a reliable car, planning a weekend retreat in a cozy camper, or looking to launch your boating adventures, we have just what you need to make your dreams a reality. Our family team is always here to help. Feel free to reach out via phone at 662-562-9000. If you're planning a visit, we're open and ready to welcome you at our convenient location, 502 North Fleet Drive. Experience the difference with Extreme Auto Sales and Portable Buildings, where your satisfaction is our priority and quality meets community. Visit us today.
5-Star Equipment and Auction is the fastest growing full-time, full-service auction and equipment dealer in the Southeast. In business since 1988, 5-Star prides itself on getting you top dollar for your used equipment. With a permanent auction lot, we have the space and facility you need for heavy loading and storage. Lifts and loading docks are ready to maximize efficiency. 5-Star Equipment and Auction has what you need between quarterly auctions, retailing dozers, skid steers, excavators, tractors, and more daily. With experience in heavy machinery, 5-Star can handle the logistics of getting equipment hauled safely and quickly. Whether you're in the market to replace or upgrade or interested in sellouts and liquidations, 5-Star has the experience and expertise to getting you top dollar. Our multi-doctor mixed animal hospital has been providing quality animal care and exceptional service to our clients since 1998. We strive to offer the best possible care for your pets, as our goal is to ensure their overall health and well-being. With our experienced team of veterinarians, we have established ourselves as a trusted and reliable veterinary practice that you can count on to care for your four-legged friends. We look forward to continuing to serve our...
All right, bottom of the fifth inning, Quincy Pratt will come on to pitch. Traylon Miller moves to third, and Jet Pratt enters the baseball game now for defensive purposes. He will be in Treadway's spot in the lineup. And what do we got? Arm sleeve. So Quincy and Christian are going to change arm sleeves, but Quincy's not going to put the dark one on. All right. And away we go. There's strike one. There's strike two. And that misses for ball one. This one's hit sharply to second. Welcome to the baseball game, Jet Pratt. 4-3 on the putout after a 1-2 count. So with one away, Pratt gets another ball hit to little brother, and 4-3 for the second out. So the Pratts with a monopoly on outs so far here in the fifth. 2 up, 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike one. This one's fouled off, 0-2. And this one's hit off the end of the bat. Jet Pratt goes out, but it'll actually be Jack Price that has to catch that one for the third out. And we are through 5 here In Madison, Magnolia Heights 8, Madison St. Joe 1. We'll be right back with more Chiefs baseball on Chief TV.
At Extreme Auto Sales, we're more than just a dealership. We're your community hub for vehicles, campers, boats, and portable buildings, all available for both adventure and everyday needs. As a locally owned family business, we pride ourselves on serving our neighbors, providing top-notch customer service coupled with unbeatable options. Whether you're searching for a reliable car, planning a weekend retreat in a cozy camper, or looking to launch your boating adventures, we have just what you need to make your dreams a reality. Our family team is always here to help. Feel free to reach out via phone at 662-562-9000. If you're planning a visit, we're open and ready to welcome you at our convenient location, 502 North Fleet Drive. Experience the difference with Extreme Auto Sales and Portable Buildings, where your satisfaction is our priority and quality meets community. Visit us today.
Need equipment? Don't waste time searching all over. Let 5-Star Equipment and Auction Company in Sardis do the work for you. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, they'll make sure you get the most bang for your buck. Licensed and trusted, 5-Star Equipment and Auction has been serving the Mid-South since 2015. Give them a call today at 662-707-0070 or check them out online at 5starequipmentco.com, Facebook, or Instagram. 5-Star Equipment and Auction Company, we get you back to work.
All right, Jack Price leading off the Chief half of the 6th inning. And he checks his swing. Ball hit to the second baseman. Speedy Price makes it close, but out by about a step and a half. 1 up, 1 down. Here in the 6th, Carter Drumheller to the plate.
Number 22, Carter Drumheller.
And pitch is up, ball 1. And this one's hit well into left center field. Carter Drumheller looking for his second extra base hit. Ball gets by the left fielder. We'll see if Drumheller tries to stretch it in a triple. He will not. And it will be a 1-out double for the Chiefs. And that will bring up Jet Pratt, who will stay in this baseball game for defensive purposes and will hit for Treadway. With now a runner at second base. Chiefs looking to add here in the 6th. Jet Pratt has been really good offensively this year. Started the first 8 or 10 games at second before Trey Miller came back from injury. Pratt held his own against some high-quality arms and is leading to what we expect will be a very bright future. Two and 0 to Pratt here. See what the freshman can do in the plus count. Thought about offering at it, instead takes ball 3. So again, JV to follow whenever this varsity game is complete. The light situation did get fixed sometime early afternoon. So we'll have the JV game for you here on the network. Not sure if they'll play a full 5 or 7. Came in on 2 wheels, so can't really tell you much about the decisions that were made. So here's Trey Miller. Just missed a hit his last time up after a nice play by the second baseman. Miller started getting loose to potentially enter the game on the mound. They decided to go with Quincy. We'll see if Trey throws at any point here over the 6th and 7th inning in there for a strike. 1-1. Starting to lose our shade here. We have to move a little bit to our right as soon as this game is over. This, speaking of move to our right, this one's hit well to right. It's off the wall. Carter Drumheller rounds second. He will score easily, and Trey Miller with a double. And the 9th run has scored for Magnolia Heights. The lineup has turned over, and Christian Doty,
Number 6, Christian Doty.
who walked his last time up, will be coming to the plate here. And the infield for the Bruins will come in, so Doty needs to lift one to the outfield to try to pick up the easy RBI. Here's the 1-0. Downstairs. 2-0. And that one gets away from the catcher. It bounces back to the plate. Pratt is able to slam on the brakes and get back to third. Miller back to second. Doty in a 3-0 count. And here is that 3-0 pitch. And it hits him. And they will be loaded for Caden Prestige with 1 out.
Up to bat, number 2, Caden Prestige.
Prestige, 2 extra base hits already this afternoon. Looking for another hit here, and that ball gets through. It will plate 1. It will plate 2. It's now 11-1, and Caden Prestige is going to end this baseball game 8 feet short of a cycle, as he just missed a home run in his 3rd at bat. He could get a chance to hit again. The Chiefs are hoping he does not. They'll be at the corners now for Prosick. And Cole Prosick looking for multi-hit game here. Takes one right down Broadway for strike 1. And this one's hit sharply past the second baseman, and Prosick does get another hit and plates another run. They'll try to throw Prestige out at third, but that's not going to work out well for the Bruins. Prosick is able to get to second on that decision.
Up to bat for the Chiefs, number 9,
And trying to get Ford Lamar's attention in the dugout to go run for Prosick. And that's finally done after 3 or 4 attempts, and he will head to second in what is now a 12-1 game. Quincy Pratt, the pitcher, coming to the plate. Pratt hit one well to left center last time up. Yours truly thought it had a chance to leave the yard, but it did not have the distance. Downstairs, 2-0. Still only one out here in the sixth. Oh, he cranked this one to left, but it's going to end up on the softball field, which is way foul. But he tried to put the extra oomph in it that the one in the last at bat just didn't have. 2-1 pitch. Outside ball 3. Brand Overstreet stands on deck. Chief not yet going to the bench. Three-one pitch. Upstairs ball 4. So they will be loaded for Brand Overstreet. Michael Fudge will come on to run for the pitcher Pratt. It's just getting to the time of the year where games are few and far between. You want your starters and your guys off, your early guys off the bench to have as many at-bats as possible heading into postseason play. Completely different format in MAIS this year. Win on today in Game 1 Thursday afternoon. The Chiefs will secure no worse than the 2 seed in the playoffs, and will have a chance to play for the 4A Division I championship. Upstairs, it's 2-0. Brand Overstreet can be very selective here. And he swings and comes up empty. Actually going to say he did get a piece of it. Fouled it off, 2-1. One pitch is outside. Overstreet's back in the +2 count. See if he takes the swing of a +2 hitter. And he did, and fouls it off again. And we will move to 3-2. And this one's skied in a shallow center field. I don't think anyone's going to be able to get there. They cannot. And Fudge, who was back on the bag, should have been a little further off, but he was back on the bag in case they caught it. Is able to get to second. Brand Overstreet unbelievably appreciative of that, as he will now be credited with a single and an RBI. So Chiefs now up 13-1, and we've got a visit coming from the Madison St. Joe coaching staff. We're just going to leave it here, but put a pause on the audio. Chiefs on top by 12. Bases still loaded with a 1 out. And we've actually got a pitching change coming, so with that, we will get you to a few.
At Extreme Auto Sales, we're more than just a dealership. We're your community hub for vehicles, campers, boats, and portable buildings, all available for both adventure and everyday needs. As a locally owned family business,
building a new home or renovating? Discover everything you need at your Benjamin Moore store in Senatobia. Atwood Paint and Supply is ready to help you with all the finishings of your home. Custom decorating, expert color matching and design help. They feature window coverings, plantation shutters, shades and blinds, as well as all types of flooring, from selection to installation. And Atwood has a great selection of wallpaper too. Shop local at Atwood Paint and Supply for Benjamin Moore Paint and more in the heart of Senatobia, across from City Hall on North Front.
Need heavy equipment? 5-Star Equipment and Auction Company has you covered. From skid steers to heavy machinery, they'll get you back to work fast. Call them today, 662-707-0070.
Cade CPA Firm proudly supports Magnolia Heights Athletics. If you're feeling overwhelmed by your accounting and tax situation, rest assured that Cade CPA Firm is here to help. Our accounting, tax compliance, and tax strategy services are customized to meet the unique needs of each individual and family business client, providing peace of mind and empowering growth towards your goals. Reach out to us at 662-867-0215 or visit www.cadecpafirm.com to learn more. Go Chiefs!
Meet Jimmy Mundane. Jimmy wears the same outfit every day. Jimmy eats the same brown bagged lunch every day. Jimmy does the same thing every single day. Introducing Fuel Rewards. Save at least 10 cents a gallon when redeeming.
All right, Jack Price. Start to say Jet Pratt, but it'll actually be Jack Price. With one away and the bases loaded. And a new right-hander in this baseball game for the Bruins. And the first pitch in there is called a strike. This right-hander is Taft Brister. So Taft Brister, the new right-hander. The breaking ball misses outside, and we are even at a ball and a strike. Brister, the third pitcher, used by Madison St. Joe here this afternoon in what is now a 13-1 baseball game. And Jack Price takes a fastball up, and it's 2-1. Price led the inning off. Drumheller, who doubled on deck. Jack Price hits this one well to left. It is at the wall. It's at the wall. It's gone. Jack Price, grand slam. And the junior has left the yard for the first time this year. And it is now 17-1 Chiefs here in the sixth inning. As Price got a pitch up and sent it over the left field wall. Price has come close a couple of other times this year. And finally breaks through the glass ceiling. And the Chiefs now lead this one 17-1. Here's Drumheller, who doubled earlier in this frame. And Drumheller puts a charge in one to left. It's at the wall. Left fielder dives, unable to catch it. And it's another double for Carter Drumheller, his second of the inning. And it's now, 16-1. And it was 12-1 prior to that. So 16-1. New score, fixed it. Apologize for that. After Jack Price's grand slam, it's an 8th spot here in the 6th. Still only one out. The Chiefs are pushing towards 20 hits in this one. Here's Jet Pratt, who walked last time up. Pratt came into the game for Treadway as a runner. Now has gotten to step inside the box twice. And off the end of the bat, it will get out of play. And the count's 2-1 after that foul ball. And Pratt fouls this one off as well, 2-2. So the lead coming into this inning was 8-1. You felt comfortable with it, with where you were in your bullpen. But now you've just about put it out of reach, and you're 3 outs away from a victory. Jet Pratt hits a bouncer foul down the right field line. It's outside. It's now 3-2. And Pratt skies this one on the infield. The pitcher's under it right now. Now the first baseman finally calls everyone off. And there's 2 away for Trey Miller.
Coming up to the plate, number 11, Trey Miller.
He has also doubled in this inning. He doubled off the right field wall. Drumheller, who stands at second, doubled off the left field wall. Left fielder dove. It actually hit his glove before it hit the wall, but it was going to hit the wall even if he hadn't have tipped it with his glove. Miller takes this one outside, 1-0. And Trey fouls this one back on top of our heads. Here's the 1-1. This one's hit well into center, but right at the center fielder. They had Miller played perfectly, and that is how things will end in the top of the 6th. But the Chiefs explode for 8, and will take a 16-1 lead to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back after this.
5-Star Equipment and Auction is the fastest growing full-time, full-service auction and equipment dealer in the Southeast. In business since 1988, 5-Star prides itself on getting you top dollar for your used equipment. With a permanent auction lot, we have the space and facility you need for heavy loading and storage. Lifts and loading docks are ready to maximize efficiency. 5-Star Equipment and Auction has what you need between quarterly auctions, retailing dozers, skid steers, excavators, tractors, and more daily. With experience in heavy machinery, 5-Star can handle the logistics of getting equipment hauled safely and quickly. Whether you're in the market to replace or upgrade or interested in sellouts and liquidations, 5-Star has the experience and expertise to getting you top dollar.
Atwood Paint and Supply in Senatobia is your Benjamin Moore paint store and more. Check out their beautiful flooring and wallpaper selection, plus plantation shutters, shades, and blinds too. A proud supporter of Magnolia Heights Athletics. Shop Atwood Paint and Supply on North Front Street.
The law firm of Lamar and Hannaford, located in Senatobia, has been serving the legal needs of North Mississippi since 1958 and is proud to support Magnolia Heights football. Our attorneys have extensive experience in state and federal courts while representing both individuals and businesses. We always strive to provide professional and experienced representation while achieving quality results and excellent service. If you or your family need legal counsel, we invite you to visit our website at www.
All right. Excuse me. We're back here. Chiefs 3 outs away from a run rule victory. Here's a bouncer to third. Miller fills it, throws over in plenty of time. 1 up, 1 down. So here's Graves. Pitch misses up. Ball 1. So if things hold true, Bradley Carroll will pick up another victory on the mound. Big days at the plate from Caden Prestige and others. And this one ends up hitting the batter, so it kind of threw off train of thought there. But Carter Drumheller with a couple doubles. Caden Prestige with a couple extra base hits as well. Cole Prosick with a few RBIs to his credit. Jack Price grand slam. And that's kind of how things have unfolded here this afternoon. And here's a bouncer to Miller. He goes to Doty for 1, and the throw is high as they move Jet Pratt to short. Doty's now at second and throws just a little high. And so the Chief just missed a third double play. But there is 2 away, with a runner now at second. So John Dean D'Antonio, the last hope for the Bruins here in this afternoon's ball game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Same two teams Thursday afternoon, 4 o'clock first pitch for the doubleheader. Chiefs win game 1. They'll be no worse than the 2 seed as they move into move into the playoffs, and they'll set up a winner-take-all series next week against Jackson Academy. Christian Hare, we did not notice, but Christian Hare has entered the baseball game. Umpire did not wave up and let us know that there was a defensive change. That is quite all right. So it's a 1-1 count here. And this one's skied into left field. Drumheller is under it. And that's your ball game. And ladies and gentlemen, Chris McMahon has just clinched career victory number 600. Career victory number 600 for Coach Chris McMahon comes on this Tuesday afternoon in Madison. And on April 14th, he moves into a new stratosphere, and that is win number 600 for Coach McMahon on the day that Son Maddox shot a 73, finished tied for 4th on the individual side at the North Regional Tournament at Starfall Country Club. So a big day for the McMahon family. Congratulations to Coach McMahon, and congratulations to the Chiefs as they will win this baseball game 16-1. We'll step aside for just a little bit, and we'll get you the junior varsity game back online when it comes time. So we enjoyed bringing this one to you. I'm Jake Long, and we will see you in just a moment for JV action.